Didn't think I'd be doing this again. After all of the hardware failures and pretty much just life in general getting in the way. Hello folks, Dan for Shizzle here, back with a review. First review in a while, actually. We're going to be reviewing the Vision Spinner 2. This is... It's sort of an ego twist, sort of a mod. It's sort of somewhere in the middle. Like it's hard to put in its own category. It's hard to put in a category. It's sort of in a category of its own for me. The reason that is because it is high capacity. 1650 mAh is quite a bit. It's more than you're going to get out of most egos. It's bigger than an ego as well, so I mean I haven't got an ego to hand to compare with, but I'll get one in the close-up and we'll have a look how much bigger it is, but it is a bit bigger. And basically it's just a bit better than an ego, than your normal ego twist, vision spinner, evod twist, whatever you want to call them. They're all pretty much the same. It's just a bit bigger and it's just a bit more of a handful. You can actually, it feels a bit more durable. It feels like you could drop it a few times and it won't break. Or, as I've had happen to 3 twists now, the bottom falling out or the top pulling off. It's solid enough where it feels as though that isn't going to happen at all. Just a quick look. We are going to go down into the close-ups. I do need to charge this a little, but I think we've got enough to get away with it. For me, do I like it? Do I like it is a question of taste. Me, I fucking love it. I mean, it's not a stupid size. It's not tiny. It's okay, it's long, but it's not huge. I mean, if I grab this quickly, it's my other current favourite setup, right, which is a king and a trident. So, I mean, yeah, it's long, but it's not so long that it's going to put you off. It's not so long it deters you from using it. Performs well. Performs excellently, actually. That is one thing that shocked me about this Vision Spinner. The Vision Spinner 2, for me, performs like no ego twist ever has done. And, on top of that, it is consistent as all shit. I mean, every press of that button feels exactly the same in vape. I'm not getting extra heating or underheating. If I set it to 3.8, pretty much everything that I put on there from 1.8 right up to, I made a coil the other day that came out at 3.2. Even that at 3.8 was still consistent. What I'll do is I'll get down in the close-ups, let you have a look, let you see what the device is all about, let you see what it looks like. Then we'll talk a bit more about performance and all that sort of good stuff. Back in a second. So, here we have our Vision Spinner. We have nice detailing on this. We do have 5 clicks off and 5 clicks on. We do have an ego connection and a 510 connection. Let me just get the zoom up. There we are. There we are. We do have a good ego connection and a good 510 connector. Detailing on this is like a gradient dottage. I like the fact that they've been bold with the logo. It's very much so that you know that it's by Vision. They're basically saying this is a Vision product and we like it, and they like the fact they've been bold with the logo. We've got a little cross section at the bottom that does come in handy actually. Not like with previous Ego twists where sometimes you'll be struggling to get a grip on the twisty part and you could sometimes struggle. Feels a bit more solid in the hand as well. We do go variable voltage on this device, so we go from getting shot 3.3, 3.8, 4.3 and 4.8 volts. Now 4.8 volts is going to be enough for pretty much anyone. I can't see anyone really needing to go above that. Wattage is a different matter, but for voltages you're not really going to need to go above 4.8, so pretty much in range. Right. I said I'd do some size comparison, didn't I? So here's our vision spinner. It's living up to its name, spinning away. We have iTase Leo Pro, which is pretty much standard Ego size, and we have a 650 EVOD battery, so you can see that it's quite long. If I compare it to, let me just take that and measure this, an 18650 mechanical, and obviously there's electronics involved, but there's not a lot of height difference, maybe a centimetre and a half. We're not standard Ego diameter either, we're just over standard Ego diameter. If I show you there, we're over standard Ego, but we're not quite at mod diameter, so that's why I said it's tricky to put it in its own category. Well, no, you've got to put it in its own category because it's not quite an Ego, it's not quite a mod. This device is Ego friendly. If I can find my EVOD, I'll show you how it looks with an EVOD. This is how we're looking with an EVOD. Not too bad, not too shabby at all actually. There we are. Not too shabby, but I don't like the fact that we have a lip. If you can see the lip there, it's just not a nice look for me personally. So what I've been doing is I've been taking the EVODs out of the equation, and I've been using one of these, which is just a standard Ego plinth. Screw on, and a BCC Mega. So I think that just looks kind of swish. The BCC Mega is bigger in diameter than the Vision Spinner 2, but meh. I do like the device. I like the look of it. I like the button a lot. The button is a lot better than previous iterations of Ego Twist, Vision Spinner, blah blah blah. It's a lot better. This coating, I'm gonna have to put the zoom like right up on this, because if you can just, where are we? We are there. Right. Can you see all these little tiny nicks and scratches? Just there. Okay, a bit closer. You see all of these little nicks and scratches and just general unniceties. The reason for that is because if I show you my hand, I wear a wedding ring. Yes, sorry ladies, I am married, but yeah. I wear a wedding ring, and where I'm holding this device, like so, it's my ring that is scratching at this coating. Now there's no way I can avoid this because I can't take my wedding ring off, and basically I wouldn't take my wedding ring off just to sacrifice using this. I wouldn't sacrifice my wedding ring to use this device. But yeah, it's just something to bear in mind. It is going to get scratched, it is going to get marked. So if you want to be someone who's pristine, maybe put a clear wrap on it or something like that. Ego connection's good, 510 connection's good. I like the cross sections on the bottom. It's easy to grip. It's a good handful as well. It's nice to hold. Ego devices do work, and they work well. I prefer the look of the iSmoker BCC on here. Not sure why. because it is quite a mismatch really. But yeah. What else can I say? It's slightly bigger than an Ego, slightly smaller than an 18650 mod. I'd put this probably 14500 mod size, so not massive, not tiny. Yeah. Right, so we'll come back up to me, we'll have some final thoughts, and we'll just basically have a bit more of a ramble. See what I say. Right, so what does the Vision Spinner 2 offer us that we didn't already have with the Vision Spinner 1, or that we didn't have with the Ego Twist, or but basically that we didn't have with the variable voltage ego size devices? For me, it offers it's a bit more sturdy, it's a bit more of a handful. I mean, yeah, you're holding something. I mean, with a standard Ego, I have quite large hands anyway, so when I'm holding, there is some weird effect on this video, doesn't matter. When I'm holding an Ego, I sort of lose it in my hand. So for me, that's what puts me off using an Ego, because I'm constantly just using just these two fingers to hold it and then press. With this, it's a handful. I can right. Performance on this is consistent, as I said in the first part of the video. It's a consistent voltage set at 3.8. Even as the battery drains, I feel as though I'm getting 3.8 volts out of it. I've had various atomizer resistances on it. It handles all of them pretty well. 4.8 volts, just like the previous iterations of the Twist and the Spinner. 4.8 just seems to burn everything. I mean, like everything. And there's no getting around it. No matter how high you set your resistance, I couldn't get the word out of my brain. No matter how high you put your resistance, it just will burn. So stick to 3.8, stick to 4.3, and you're safe. But all in all, it's become one of my favourites. Between that, the MVP, and the King, that is my devices. That is what I use all day, every day, is those three. And considering that this is basically an Ego Twist, I think that is something of that is an accomplishment. To go into my daily rotation means something has to be really, really good, and that, or this, is really, really good. Right, hope you enjoy. Might have been a bit long actually. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review. There will be more coming. I've got a few other things to review, and I will be buying more stuff in now. Hardware sorted, cameras sorted, everything's sorted, so we'll get going again now. Right, I've been Dan Shizzle. I'll see you in the next one.